here on day 280 something of evolving into a starseed, and we're going to tap in on sexual relations with the other side as it pertains to elevating, or how sexual energy and alchemy can be used. Sexual energy and alchemy can be used to alchemize a new start in life. So let's get into it. I've been celibate for what I think it was like 8 months, 9 months before I decided to jump into the shack, the can, the sack, whatever y'all call it, with an individual. Now I'm not gonna lie, I slept with one person before them because I mean, hey, I was out of town, somebody I let, in my space for over 2, 3 years. I was like, why not try it? Let's see what happens. Turns out it was a bust. It was a scam. He's a scammer. He even stole $1,500 from me. But lesson learned. Okay, moving forward. So I get to the next guy. Same guy I've been talking to, sleeping with, shacking up with for like the last 9 months from February to now. So it's about, yeah, it's the 10th month of the year. Yeah, 9 months. So let's get to that. How has having a sexual relationship with someone for this time period affected my spiritual journey? Because a lot of times you go on a spiritual journey, a lot of people like to go celibate for their spiritual awakenings and stuff like that. And I'm not gonna lie to you, even times where I've went celibate and I'm like, look, you need to be celibate too. And he said he was fucking other girls the same time as me, whatever. I don't know. Probably was saying it just to get under my skin. I don't know. But for me, during the times where I wasn't sleeping with nobody and I was just focused on myself, baby, the way that the skin would start to glow, because I wasn't in a bed that didn't belong to me. The way that the energy would start to just vibrate out of me, and I just start feeling like brighter and brighter every day. The way that success just started following me, and I didn't have to chase success. Like when I first started messing around, I was working DoorDash and Grubhub, and something happened with my DoorDash account, which I couldn't explain. And then something happened with my Grubhub account. And the funny thing is, the thing that happened with my Grubhub account actually happened while he was engaging in a lot of flirtatious, sensual, sexual, divine, I guess, energy siphoning, possibly between me, his baby mother, and her best friend or something. Like, he was on the phone with one of them, and they kept calling, but we was together. And every time, like, me and him would start vibing, she would call, like, what you doing? Da, 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 da. Like, she was very on top of his head about shit. So um from what I'm understanding now, it's like I feel like they were siphoning my energy to make sure that their life would like continue to keep growing and blossoming, him and his daughter and his baby mother. And I'm just looking like to go into someone else's life and intentionally siphon from them just to elevate your own space is really low, you know. But I get it because I understand that some people are energy vampires. Some people don't know how to just simply block shit out of their energy cipher. Like, and especially a lot of celebrities, like that's the reason why they like to have a lot of good like friend circles. Like they want to have a big friend circle because they want to be able to just bounce the energy off of each other versus like be accountable for just themselves. Me, on the other hand, and a lot of people who are spiritualists, we like alone time. We recharge when we're by ourselves because other people like got shit going on that they don't even realize they have going on. So it's like you're walking into their energy and it feels dense and it feels heavy. And it's like even me right now sitting in traffic, it's like I feel like the person next to me, because they're listening to me, it feels like their energy is heavily like coming in my car. And it's like ill. But it's like, it's the world that we live in where we're all connected. But it's like as a spiritualist and a person who can see energy, like I can see the energy. It looks like a big old swirl swirling into my car. I can see it. As a person who can see energy, we like to be alone because we don't want to see a bunch of swirls getting all in our body, going through our buttholes, our heads, the back of our heads, go through your third eye, your chest. You can see it on your kids. You can see a kid's aura. So to be a person who's spiritually aware, we like alone time. That's how we recharge. Whereas these other people, they're so extroverted, they got to get their energy from other people. So then they look at people like me like we're weird because we don't want to be around and engaging in the transference of sexual energy with them because it makes us look older, but it makes them look younger because they don't know how to say no to other people. So their vessel is completely open to shit that they have no control over. Like even me just now saying celebrity, I got choked up and look at my face on the side. You can see somebody energy just hopped up in my car. Like that person who was in that car next to me, I feel like they hopped up in my car. Like it did not feel good. No, it did not. No, no, no. No baby, no boo. It did not feel good. Like The energy, you can hear that it's high frequency because there's a lot of different energies put together. But to have a high frequency energy all alone by yourself is a completely different caliber of energy. See, me, when I cut off everybody else's energy and I can hear my own energy by myself. It's just me, because you know your teeth are crystals, and when you lock down on your crystals, they vibrate. So if you ever took the chance, or if you ever get the chance to, sit down with yourself and bite down on your back teeth and listen for a sound that sounds like it sounds like a white noise, or like it sounds like ringing or like shining. I don't know how to explain it. But when I cut off other people's energy, I can hear my own by myself, and I really enjoy knowing that I'm in my own frequency, because I like my frequency. It emanates peace, positivity, purity, um, just me being alone and just still thriving. Like, I'm the girl who needs to have her own farm. Yeah, I need to with my cows and my animals. I can communicate with animals as well. Like, you know, I can like look at a dog and see like the dog was crying. Like the guy was talking to him like, hey, where's your dog at? I haven't seen her in a long time. The dog had so many tears in her eyes when I was petting her. She was just like, thank you for getting me out of that cage in the fucking basement. Like, thank you. Like, she was crying. She did not like it. She did not like it. But I started petting her, and she started like she started cheering up. Her ears started perking up. She started being happy. Like, people don't realize that's how some humans are being treated. A lot of light beings are being treated like that dog is being treated. Like, they put you in a situation, they put you in a house with a bunch of toxic people, and everybody feeding off your energy, and you don't know it because you don't know better. And then when you finally know better, you start putting up boundaries. Now, you're bougie, you're weird, you're this, you're that. What's up, Sage? Yes, it's a beautiful day today. So it's like, for me, when you finally get the chance to really explore people who really understand their energy, it's like, oh, you get energetic hygiene, you get spiritual hygiene, you understand. And I recommend you find people who are like that, who want to sage the room, who want to Palo Santo their space. Like, I get worried when I burn sage in Palo Santo and people start coughing or start freaking out and be like, I don't like the way that smells. Like, my stepdad, when I used to burn at my sister's house, he could never stand it. My sister had sage at the house. So I'm like, my sister had sage. It was never a problem when she was burning. Why is it a problem with me? But I realized my sister never came back to the house. What are you doing? My sister never came back to the house. My sister just left, you know? So I knew for certain that there was something else going on there that can't really be put, you can't put a finger on it, you know? Even when I used to burn sage before my clients in my home, when I did hair from home only, I would burn sage. You hear me? I would burn the sage. And it would crackle and snap and pop, like, and it wouldn't stop crackling. Like, I would have to get it to stop crackling, and then like the person would start being late to come getting their hair done. I'm like, why are you so late? Oh, I got caught up in traffic or something like that. Even one time I was burning sage and incense in the house. It wasn't until the sage, like, pictures start falling off the wall, my boy. Pictures start falling off the fucking walls in my house because I was burning sage in Palo Santo because somebody was on their way to get their hair done. She finally gets there. As soon as this incense goes out, like the last bit of the incense burns, she finally is knocking on the door. I'm sorry I was late. You late, like you didn't. The pictures was falling off my wall, back to back to back, to the point where my picture frame broke. And you don't knock on my door until the incense goes out. And people want me to believe I'm demonic. I'm a witch. Nah, bruh. Nah, absolutely not. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. We're not gonna live in Delulu land like that. No, absolutely the fuck not. That is not what's going on here. I am not toxic. You, my friend, are toxic. If smoke, if an incense bothers your soul to the point where you can't even walk in somebody's house and the pictures are falling down because your spirits or whatever you got going on with you. Because there was a time even when I talked to this girl on the phone, and it was a spirit in my house, and it was like on top of my son, and she was quiet on the phone until I got back in the house. You see, I don't think a lot of people understand how toxic people really are. Like, people be thinking, oh, he's a vibe, she's a vibe, they're a vibe. No, they are an energy vampire. They're sexing the whole room because they need that energy to keep them alive. I can go without sex for months and be fine. Like, I've 8 months, no sex, no masturbation, nothing, and be fine. These people that I'm speaking on, you don't give them sex, they damn near about to fucking kapowie. Come on, please, I need it, I need it, I need it. It's like a drug. And it's like, you can't go 3 weeks without fucking? You can't go 3 weeks without a blowjob? You can't go 3 weeks without masturbating? What's wrong with you? Like, really, what's wrong with you? Like, that's why I know that people, a lot of people who are self-medicating with weed and drugs and stuff like that, they need to be checked out, because a lot of them, they're doing that because they don't want to oversex themselves. So instead of them having a lot of sex, they're over-medicating with hallucinogens, mushrooms, all kinds of shit. Like, it's like, you got to pick your battle right, yes, but it's like, come on now, we got to be real. A lot of people are out here using drugs because they don't want to have sex with people, or they trying to just numb the fact that everybody wants to have sexual relations with them. Oh, it's just a vibe, it's just how things go. No, you're being siphoned for your life source energy. You're not supposed to have sex and be open with every fucking body in the world. No, fishes is not out here vibing with you. If you try to go to a deer and vibe with a deer, it's gonna run away. Have you not seen how when dogs try to mate with other dogs, the dog will bite it? Like, it'll try to, don't, like, the female's not just out here trying to fuck the niggas at all. The females is not out here just trying to fuck all the boy dogs. They out here trying to protect their little cuckoo. Ah, cats scratching the male cat, trying to protect their little cuckoo. So why is it that us as humans, who got more common sense, the ability to communicate, and more outlets of energy and more ways to express ourselves, do we feel like, oh, come on, just go with the flow? So on my spiritual evolution journey and evolving into a starseed, I realized that a lot of things that are appropriated into our culture are not appropriate at all. They're not appropriate at all. A lot of things that they're expecting us to accept and just look around and be like, it's okay, it's not okay at all. Because if a dog and a cat know how to fight for their sexual space to be respected, wolf, any kind of animal for that matter, horses, knucking and bucking, why is it that humans don't fight for their own sexual authority? Why are we taught to not fight for our sexual authority? Why are we being conditioned to just give our sexual energy to any and everything around us? But all the animals that we raise, the animals that we're raising, will even fight for their sexual authority to be respected. You got to start thinking a little bit deeper than just, it's a vibe. We just outside vibing. We outside. Yeah, y'all bitches is outside with the fucking spirit of demons running through y'all. That's why y'all want to sex so much. That's why y'all want to smoke so much. That's why y'all want to fight so much. That's why y'all want to argue so much. That's why y'all want to bicker so much. Because y'all got demons flowing through y'all sacral chakra, because y'all think it's, oh, we just outside. We vibing. We at the club. We vibing. We litty. Yeah, the city litty. Litty, litty, litty. Litty in the committee. Yeah, I'm lit like a, no, bitch. You got a demon attached to you. And I'm saying this with all due respect. I've been there, done that. There is an entity in that body that wants to attach to you. And it craves your sexual energy. And it's usually from one of them higher ups. Why you think Diddy get locked up these goddamn Diddy files? Why you think they hiding the Epstein files? Why you think they was having baby oil parties all throughout Hollywood? Why you think that they talk about, let's hear the tip drill? Everything about society says that all the people who are famous, who got to entertain everybody, are oversexed to the point where they having fucking orgies. So, excuse my language, I'm sorry I'm getting passionate, but it's no way you can tell me in your heart that you believe you're supposed to be outside having your sexual energy shared with everybody in your community. If dogs and cats are fighting for their own sexual respect, They're biting their owners who are trying to force them to mate. They're biting the other male dog trying to get on top of them. They're biting the other cat trying to mount them. So if animals are fighting each other about mounting each other, why the fuck are humans thinking that it's okay to just have your sexual energy exploited by everybody around you? Like, it's how things work. No, it's not. It's how people who are supposed to be up out of here are staying alive. They're living off your sexual energy. They're living off of your energy, and you're not smart enough to protect it. You're not in communities where sexual privacy is respected. You're being conditioned to believe that being a sacred prostitute or a sacred whore is, oh, you're just so divine. We just want to respect you for just pouring your sacred oil all over us. Old people have dogs and pets for a reason. Because animals can't fight back. They just thinking they just in the house just doing what their master told them they're supposed to do. And that looks a lot like what? The Epstein files. Slavery. Rape. But y'all don't hear me though. Everybody just thinks it's supposed to, you're supposed to give your sexual energy to any old body. Oh, we are part of the same tribe. So we on the same vibe. We this how we, it's a tribe vibe. Now I ain't gonna hold you. You can have a vibe, but there's also the ability to pull back and say, you know what, tribe vibe, I'm gonna go ahead and back out, because that's how you end up with group think. Group think is where we gotta live in groups in order to be able to have authority. You can't do nothing by yourself. You afraid to go against the grain. I'm not afraid to go against the grain. Look, they'll tell you all day you supposed to vibe it out with everybody around you. You're supposed to be a vibe. I'll tell you all day, every day. I go against that shit in a heartbeat. I don't give a fuck what they tell you. Because guess what? Anytime I pull back my sexual energy for myself, I feel good. I don't feel like I'm choking on a fucking dick. I don't feel like I got a million and one energies flowing through my vajayjay. I don't look as old in the face. You see this? This comes from being attached to people who want to just be sexually open. I'm not sexually open. I don't even operate like that. I hate that. I hate being outside like, oh, you a man. You got me around your male friends, and they all coming around, and every single time they come around, it feel like something sticking me in my ass. Like, you need to learn how to let me stick my finger in your butt. You trying to get me conditioned to some bullshit so that you could bring me around the crew and let them do what it do so that you can get advantages like free shoes and stuff. Like, well, we not gonna give you free stuff unless we get access to your assets. I'm not a fucking asset, nigga. I'm not a piece of property for you to just access and fuck and let other motherfuckers fuck me. If you want to do that, then you better go get you a bitch that's down for the count. I'm not the woman who's down for the count. I'm the woman who's counting, trying to make sure everybody's accounts is still full. Like, hold on, you girl, you good? Let me make sure let me open your pineal gland, get all your information back in your brain. All right, girl, there you go. Am I good? Let me open mine up. Okay, all my information's still in my brain. Okay, you good? Like, I'm that person trying to make sure everybody has their information so that nobody's getting got. I'm more like virusware, aka a white blood cell in this bitch. I'm not out here trying to make sure you out here slutted out. Like, I'm not bringing you into my life with sexual energy. If that's where your mind is at, cool. But that's not where my mind is at. My mind is trying to get my third eye activated. But every time I turn around, somebody trying to block my third eye because they know when certain people have this right here, oh, it's over with. Oh, it's over with. We're going in a whole another direction, and that's what they hate. That's why they continuously, people like this with sunglasses on, they look over, they block you, they try to punch you down, they try to do that. That's stupid. When you see people going around, and every time they come around, they go like this. They're basically using their brain and knock your brain down a level to not get on their level, to not come up, because it's like some kind of signal, like, okay, that's not the right energy. We on top. We can't let that thing get on top of us, because if that thing gets on top of us, then we lose. They don't want that. They don't want the true kings and queens to rise to the top. They don't want the true people who really deserve the ball to be on top. They'll tell you, oh, these zodiacs belong at the bottom in the darkness, and these ones belong on the top. No, any man that puts his hands on a woman is a fucking crazy person. Any woman that puts her hands on a man is a crazy person. But a woman fighting for her ability to walk away from a man, knowing that he's done lied on her, did things to her, hurt her family members through spiritual warfare, physical warfare, and everything else. That woman's not crazy. You're not going, oh, we'll put a free ring light on your door. You know, this man, I really don't want to put his name out there because I really, some of my spirit is like, I don't want to, right? Because he's like, oh, I got the ball, the sunlight's in my court. Because I ain't going to hold you. Now I'm speaking about his name, the sun is coming out. Because I was with him all fucking, for the last 2 days straight. He just siphoning my energy, 2 days straight. Everything that I know, just siphoning it, siphoning it, siphoning it. Like, you're my wife, you belong to me. What do you mean? But then we'll have the nerve to grab me up by the neck. Suck my fucking dick tonight. What the fuck, bro? Stop fucking playing with me, bitch. Why are you trying to make a fucking scene? You want attention, bitch. I don't want to give a fuck about you. Then an hour later, I'm sorry I said those things to you, baby. But the government is backing that nigga. The government is giving him, oh, we'll put a free ring light on your door. We'll put the free security system. We'll even go ahead and trap her and tie her down and lock her down. And anybody that's trying to help her, we'll come and attack them for you as well. We're gonna make sure that you get to lead the town. You know why? Because he lives right next to Confederate motherfuckers that he let get all up in his energy and take advantage of him. It's like, look, well, every business that we got is invested in by a white man. Yeah, but I don't want to be invested in no business that literally got a fucking Confederate flag toting motherfucker doing whatever the fuck they want to me all night long. I thought it was for emotional support. Thought, thought no, look, he thought I was for his emotional support. He thought I was his emotional support puppy. Like, you brought me over to the house because you didn't want to deal with how they treat you every single night. When I be by myself in my car, I be sleeping so peaceful. As soon as I came up in there, oh my God, like the way that my skin is burning because it's true. When you speak the truth, and nigga be like, oh shit. Yeah, you got to duck now because, like, nah, bro. No. Oh no, I'm trying to help you out. You took showers at my house. Bro, putting your hands on a woman is never okay. Grabbing a woman up in public is never okay, especially when she's trying to get away from you because you're doing wrong. Oh, well, I got this court case against you, so if you're found in my house, I'm gonna call the police and you're gonna get locked up. The fact that you're even threatening me with that, but you're asking me to come to your house is crazy. You're begging me to come to your house, asking me to come to your home, telling me over and over again how I need to be at your house, but then threatening me with the police right behind it. Oh yeah, cause yeah, we gonna, oh yeah, I'm gonna call them, but you keep inviting me to your house though. Why don't you get that ring light so they can see you inviting me in the house, letting me in the house, so they can just drop this shit altogether. Get the fucking ring light. So they can see that you keep on requesting me over there. Let them see my call log so they can see that you called me and harassed me. Let them see the truth of the matter. Let the sun really shine on what's really going on. Let the motherfuckers know. But the thing is this, I feel as a woman, I can't even run to the fucking police. You can't run to the government because is the government really gonna save us if it's been sitting here trapping us all these years? Was who's behind the government? Who are we gonna now start letting get those chairs to really run the government? See, it's not the government that's the problem. It's the people that's running the government. It's the people who's in position who have the ability to say things in the government. It's not the government. It's the people who are down here who complain about the jobs of the government. Like all them people at the bus stop on their phone right now, stuck on the phone. They're not even looking at nature. That's this nigga on the phone. This person, this is a damn federal worker. She on her phone in the car. Everybody on their phone. Ain't nobody looking up at the sky, at the trees, nothing. I done passed by 20 people on their phone. Let them motherfuckers know the truth. But you can't stop talking about me though, because you've been in my life for 9 months and I'm going through a spiritual journey and you've been the one that's been right next to me the entire time. And every time I try to get away from you, you pull me back. As Lauryn Hill would say. When I try to walk away. As soon as I start being able to sing, he like, no, fuck that. That's my energy. I'm gonna come in there. I'm gonna siphon that shit up. I I clear out my lymphatic system. I do a whole lymphatic drainage. I cleanse out, because even right now I feel like a nasty ass pull where it feels like it's like something on top of my tongue that's pulling my tongue back. Spell work, root work, energy work. Nobody wants to account for it. Tell these motherfuckers the truth. Stop having these police officers following me around, looking at me like I'm the crazy person. Well, you're the victim on the paperwork. And then when she called the police, you said that she punched you in the mouth. I called the police because he would not get out of my fucking car. There was a warrant out for my arrest because he made a false statement. He even said that he lied. He said the police. I'm not gonna lie to y'all. Now I'm gonna give y'all this, and this is where I gotta be honest, because I'm never gonna tell one side of the story. When the police called him yesterday when I was at his house, because they was like, yeah, are you okay? Because we were watching the whole entire time, basically. I'm good, you know. Oh, you said you gonna give me a free ring light? Hey, you gonna give me therapy? And meanwhile, every time they say this, I just feel something digging deeper and deeper into my brain. Deeper and deeper into my brain. He don't realize that I feel what's going on in his body. He don't realize they just trying to hack your shit and have ownership of your fucking vessel. He don't understand how to get away because he's so wrapped up in the fucking fame and fortune of having a fucking internet personality. He don't realize they just want access. They gonna put a free ring light. Yeah, I'm gonna put a free ring light on your house so I could surveillance your ass, so we could watch you, nigga. Not just in spirit, but now we got physical proof too. And meanwhile, you fucking one of the chosen ones. We need access to her too. So basically, we gonna ask you this: we gonna surveillance you. But, you know, if you just keep on saying what you need to say, we can get her up out of here, and that would pretty much get you where you need to go. But he's saying, I don't want her to get out of here. Because he talked to the phone. He said, nah, actually, is there a way that we could just drop everything? Like, you could just drop it? Because, like, I just want to drop this shit and just be done with it. And he's like, no, actually, we can't drop it. I mean, you could go in, you could file to get everything dropped if you want to. But the state picked it up. They had intentions on picking it up. It's like not being able to see past. He said, I'm always 10 steps ahead. I'm like, how? You couldn't see that if they was coaching you to make a report on me when you did something wrong to me, that they would be trying to like set us up. You my fucking soulmate. We done had past lives together. I done dreamt about them. And you still confused about the fact that they've been trying to set us up to be against each other. So not only is it our families, not only is it our friends, not only is it our lifestyles, but also now the government. Because if the two of us work together, we've already seen what would happen if me and him worked together. Honestly, we've already seen what would happen. That's what 2 years ago when the shit was really changing, when shit was really changing, we were secretly married. Nobody knew about it. But like you said, I don't give a fuck about me. Because at the end of the day, if you really 10 steps ahead, you know what you got to do in this situation. It's all scripted. And once you get to the bulk of the situation where it's like society doesn't even want to have healthy relationships, because the second that we have a healthy relationship, we can change the fucking world. We got people out here working for fucking corporations and companies trying to whack me in the throat. Bitch, get your stupid lawn mowing ass the fuck out my face. Take that motherfucking lawnmower against your fucking face for trying to go up against God's divine plan. You need to go find you a good husband that won't have your ass working landscaping. Fuck out my face. But me saying that is rude, right? But her working for this company, not realizing the company is owned by one of these supremacists that just doesn't want to go with the flow of natural free black beings, or I don't know, Hispanics not getting locked up by ICE. They fighting for the company because they think that that's comfort, because that's the only stability they have. They don't realize you're fighting against your own freedom by supporting these brands, by working for these companies, by even having a job. You're working against your own freedom. I'm not saying that you should be out home not doing nothing, but you should definitely be thinking about how we want to change the system into our system. It's the 5G radio waves. You're not lying though. I mean, we know that they built those towers during COVID, and then everybody got that shot. So these people's brains probably hurt like shit when real chosen divines rise to the occasion. They can't help it. Should I even feel it on my own head? They have a false flower of life grid placed into the sky. That these motherfuckers who got these stupid ass, look, this nigga got a badge on his waist. They be so pressed to have that stupid ass badge on their waist. They could tap into that code, that frequency, that digital hemisphere, the firmament essentially, and see from it because they have access digitally through what they've implanted in their bodies. Call me crazy if you want to, but you can Google it and look it up, and it's all factual. And it's all right there. In CIA reports, there's a certain way that they siphon your energy. They put certain blockages on your chakras, on your neural pathways, and it's done in groups. They get you around a group of people, and each person puts their third eye attached to a certain point on your body. One's here, right above the heart. One's right here. One's at the top of the shoulder. One's in the back of the head, right here. The other one's at the top of the brain, right here.